All right, this is James Davis and HP Discover, sitting in this beautiful Las Vegas, and I am actually hanging out with.
This is Scott Herbal, the product manager for Moonshot at HP.
See, I got him to say it, just so we're clear. All right.
Not spell it either.
So we've been having great conversations between the Citrix teams, the HP teams, over the Converge system, how its effect on HDI is really going to make a difference. Give me your opinion about that conversation.
Well, I tell you what, I've spoken with a lot of customers. I give briefings as pretty much half of my job anymore, it feels like. The demand for the CS100, the demand for the Moonshot chassis and information and knowledge about the Moonshot chassis is really unprecedented at HP. So what they're seeing is when you can get your own processor, for lack of a better term, our customers are really starting to geek out over the possibilities that they'll get by utilizing this in their infrastructure.
Absolutely. So when you looked at this, I know you're dealing with being at the product management level. How many different use cases, when you first started out with this idea, did you go, you know what, we might be able to get one or two? And then it blossomed into this whole gap of reality, in my opinion, in which you have this fringe of great use case scenarios for VDI, and you've got this great fringe for high graphics in VDI, and then this big swath of nothing. Because you can't get the right TCO, you can't get the right ROI, you can't get the right performance, can't get any of those things. What kind of drew you down the path? What business cases really did
Well,
that?
so we went wandering. We have this great processor from AMD, the Opteron X2150. Has graphics shaders on it, has its quad-core processor. It's legit. And we started wandering down different possible workloads. What can we use these GPUs for? What can we use these CPUs for? And then between the Converge Systems teams and ourselves, they came out and said, what we have is that gap that you mentioned in the middle of the workload spectrum, that your day-to-day office user doesn't have a high-value solution for moving the compute resources back to the data center, locking down the data, controlling the data, and making your life as an IT director much more simple and secure.
Good deal. Now, have you seen what has been the reaction? And I mean, for me, the reaction has been great. What's been the reaction for the type of server the Moonshot itself is? I mean, it's new SDS, it's entirely different way, the storage is built in, networking is built in. How did that play a factor in?
Well, it's the reception and reaction to Moonshot has been, I hate to use the HP word, but it's been amazing. People have really latched onto the concept, they've latched onto the idea. They realize that we live in an era that we're doing everything we can to reduce waste, whether it be physical waste and all the recycling around the trade show floor. In this case, compute resources waste. We're able to lock down to the right processor on the right workload and get these people the value that they actually want and deserve from their compute resources, and they're not just spinning cycles and doing no work.
Got it. So, just for a little last question, kind of future looking, are there going to be new advancements around the use cases for these devices, the Moonshots?
Absolutely. I mean, just because, like even this cartridge, just because right now we focus solely on the hosted desktop environment, like I mentioned, we have GPUs and CPUs available to us. Customers come to us, we partner with customers, we work with some of the ISVs, and when we find an optimal solution based on the silicon we have and the software we can implement with it, we will certainly launch it. That's what I do. I'm a product manager.
Absolutely. Well, good. Thank you very much, my man. Great conversation.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time.
We're signing off here at HP Discover. Thanks a lot.